There is a quiet feeling many people recognize after posting something serious online. You press send. You feel a short sense of relief. Then nothing really changes. Life continues. The problem remains. And you are left with a strange mix of pride and emptiness. This is where the real question begins. Many of us believe the main task is to log off. To step away from screens. To escape noise. But that idea is only half complete. The deeper issue is not only how much time we spend online but what we think action looks like now. We live in a time where expression often feels like participation. Saying something feels close to doing something. Sharing feels close to helping. But these things are not the same. Context matters here. Social media made it easy to show values quickly. It gave us speed. It gave us reach. It gave us a sense of being seen. And for a while that felt powerful. You could respond to events instantly. You could signal care. You could show where you stand. This mattered. It still can matter. But something slowly shifted. The signal became the endpoint. The post became the action. The feeling of being involved replaced the work of being involved. The surface idea is not that posting is bad. It is that posting alone often becomes a substitute for action. Many people are sincere. They care deeply. They feel anger, sadness, urgency. And social media gives them a fast outlet for those feelings. But feelings released are not always problems addressed. There is a difference between expression and impact. Expression changes how you feel. Impact changes something outside of you. The hidden assumption underneath is subtle. We assume visibility equals effectiveness. We assume that if something is seen, it is being handled. We assume awareness leads naturally to change. But awareness without structure often dissolves. People see. They agree. They move on. The system stays the same. When action is not connected to a plan, it becomes noise even if the message is moral. This is uncomfortable to admit because it challenges our sense of being good people. We want our concern to count. We want our voice to matter. And sometimes it does. But not automatically. Another pattern appears when we look closer. Real change usually involves boring steps. Meetings. Coordination. Repetition. Small wins. Long delays. This kind of work does not feel dramatic. It does not travel well on feeds. It does not give quick emotional rewards. So it is often avoided. Social media favors moments. Change requires processes. Moments feel alive. Processes feel slow. But history is shaped by processes. This is why logging off alone is not the solution. Silence is not action either. Doing nothing offline is not better than posting online. The real question is direction. What are you trying to do? And how does each action move that forward? When people say get involved, they often imagine something large. Protests. Campaigns. Public roles. But involvement can be small and still real. Helping organize a group. Supporting a local effort. Learning how a system works. Donating time or skill. Even online spaces can be used this way if they are connected to real goals. The difference is intention. Are you acting to feel aligned or to create change? Reframing this helps. Social media is not the enemy. It is a tool. Tools are judged by fit. A hammer is useful for nails, not for everything. When you pick up a tool, you need a clear task. Without that clarity, the tool uses you. This is why asking simple questions matters. What am I trying to achieve? Who am I trying to reach? What happens next if this works? If you cannot answer these questions, your action may only circle back to yourself. This is not a moral failure. It is a design problem. Platforms reward visibility, not outcomes. They reward emotion, not follow through. Knowing this allows you to step back and choose differently. In daily life, this shows up in small decisions. You see an issue that matters to you. Before posting, you pause. You ask, what would help here? Is it connecting people? Is it funding? Is it pressure on a decision maker? Is it long-term education? Sometimes a post helps. Often something else helps more. Maybe it is joining an existing group. Maybe it is volunteering quietly. Maybe it is staying involved after the moment passes. This kind of involvement feels less dramatic but more solid. There is also a personal side to this. When action is vague, it creates anxiety. You never feel done. You keep scrolling. You keep reacting. You feel responsible for everything and effective at nothing. Clear action reduces this weight. When you know your role, even if it is small, you can rest. You are no longer performing concern. You are practicing commitment. Over time, this changes how you relate to issues. You become steadier, less reactive, more patient. You stop chasing the feeling of moral release and start building capacity. This does not mean withdrawing emotionally. It means directing emotion into something that lasts. Even online spaces can support this if used well. They can coordinate, educate, fund, connect. But only when they are part of a larger picture. When the screen is the whole picture, the work stops at the surface. When the screen is a bridge, the work continues elsewhere. This is the deeper shift. From expression to participation. From reaction to responsibility. From being seen to being useful. None of this is easy. It requires slowing down in a culture that pushes speed. It requires humility in a culture that rewards performance. It requires accepting that real change often looks quiet, unclear, unfinished. And yet this is where meaning grows. So the next time you feel the urge to act online, you might pause and ask yourself what you are actually trying to move and where that movement continues after the post fades.